New York San Juan Puerto Rico and APO's governor on Monday said the ISLAND and APO's vote in favor of becoming a U.S. state, despite low voter turnout and widespread boycotts, was a fair and open process that U.S. Congress should act upon. An island-wide referendum on Sunday favored statehood in a 97% landslide, though voter turnout reached just 23% as opponents of Governor Ricardo Rossello and APO's push to become a state boycotted the vote. The non-binding plebiscite is not expected to sway the U.S. Congress, which would have to agree to make Puerto Rico a state. Currently a U.S. territory, the island is struggling with $70 billion in debt and a 45% poverty rate and is not viewed as a priority in Washington. Rossello, who campaigned on a push for statehood, said in a telephone interview with Reuters that he will go to the U.S. Capitol this week to urge federal lawmakers to begin the process of admitting Puerto Rico into the Union. "We will make sure this becomes an issue," Rossello said. The vote comes at a critical time for Puerto Rico, whose hazy status, which dates to its 1898 acquisition by the United States from Spain, has contributed to its ongoing economic crisis. Last month, the island filed the biggest municipal bankruptcy in U.S. history. Its woes make statehood even more urgent, Rossello said. "Statehood brings stability, allows us to have fewer rule changes from Congress, provides resources to our people," he said. SUNDAY and APO's referendum, which cost Puerto Rico between $5 million and $7 million, according to government estimates, was the ISLAND and APO's fifth since 1967 and the third in which pro-statehood sentiments triumphed, though none have moved Congress to act. "If the U.S. is going to go to Venezuela and Cuba and Afghanistan and push democracy abroad, they've got to do the same with their own territories," he said. But Puerto Ricans are skeptical the ISLAND and APO's status will change. "This has all been a waste of time," said taxi driver Felix Salazar, 54, adding that federal lawmakers will look at the voter turnout and say, "And APO's WHERE and APO's the will of the people and APO's working against the governor may be a perception in Washington that SUNDAY